We gave ChatGPT 4o 10 creative challenges, from designing logos to generating realistic portraits to crafting entire website mockups. And the results? Some of them blew my mind. Others kind of surprised me in unexpected ways. Let's see how far AI has come and whether it can actually replace designers, illustrators, or anyone working in the world of visuals. Now, I know this isn't a typical programming tutorial, but if you are a web developer like me, you already know how much visuals matter. Whether it is thumbnails, UI mockups, social content, or just fun creative experiments, being able to generate images with AI can seriously boost your workflow. So in this video, we are testing out the new image generation feature that OpenAI added to ChatGPT 4o. It's only available in the 4o model, and it lets you generate detailed, high-quality images just by typing a prompt. I asked ChatGPT to generate 10 very different types of images, and in just a second I'll walk you through all of them, but first let's generate one together. Let's try it live so you can see exactly how this works. I'm going to type a new prompt that's not from the original 10, something totally fresh. Here is what I'm asking. A digital illustration of a cozy mountaintop cabin at sunset, glowing windows, pine trees all around, warm orange and purple sky, peaceful atmosphere, painted look. Alright, now I'll hit generate. Keep in mind it takes a little time, usually 20 to 30 seconds, sometimes longer depending on the prompt complexity. But yeah, it's not instant. Still pretty amazing that this is happening with just a few lines of text. And here it is. Honestly, pretty cool, right? The lighting feels really warm and cozy, the colors blend nicely, and the overall mood matches exactly what I had in mind. It has that peaceful vibe I was going for, and for something generated in under a minute from a single paragraph. That's kind of crazy. Now let's get into the 10 images I prepared earlier, starting with the first one. For this one, I asked ChatGPT to generate a photorealistic portrait of a young woman sitting by a rainy cafe window, wearing a red hoodie with natural, soft light and moody vibes. This honestly was pretty impressive. The lighting is soft and beautiful, the skin texture is natural, and the rainy window blur in the background looks like it was shot with a DSLR. It's got that quiet, cozy atmosphere down perfectly. I would have 100% believed this was a real photo. Next I went full old school. I asked it to create an oil painting of a small fishing boat battling waves during a storm, something dramatic and vintage looking. Well, this looks like it came straight from an art museum. The thick brush strokes, the deep blues and grays, even the way the light breaks through the clouds, it feels hand-painted. Honestly, I expected something more digital looking, but this feels quite impressive. This time, I wanted a clean and modern interior render of a minimalist living room, curved sofa, large windows, indoor plants, and city view. Well, I've seen 3D renders from actual designers that don't look this good. The materials, the shadows, the architecture all feel believable. The composition is balanced and the lighting is super realistic. Well, overall, it's pretty cool. For the next one, I asked for a retro 1950s travel poster promoting Italy with a red Vespa, colorful buildings and bold retro text. Well, this one's just fun. It nails that nostalgic poster style perfectly. The colors are bold and flat, the layout is clean, and the font feels right out of the 50s. Honestly, I could say that it's not super cool, that blows my mind, but it's still pretty cool. Next, I challenged it to design a modern tech logo for a fictional company called Nexora with a geometric N and futuristic vibe. Well, this actually looks like real branding. The icon is clean, works on both dark and light backgrounds, and the typography is solid. I think it's not mind-blowing, but it's something I could see on a business card or a landing page. The next one is a cute bear sailing a paper boat across a pond, surrounded by frogs and glowing fireflies, soft watercolor style. Well, I think it's pretty sweet, calming, and looks exactly like a children's bedtime storybook page. The expressions, the colors, the mood, it all works perfectly. This time I wanted a realistic SaaS homepage layout with a hero section, testimonial cards, feature icons, and soft color palette. Now, this looks pretty solid, nothing groundbreaking, but definitely well done. As a web developer, I'd say it's a pretty standard homepage layout, clean fonts, decent spacing, clear call to action. It follows all the basic UI principles you'd expect from a modern SaaS landing page. It didn't blow my mind or feel super unique, but honestly, it does the job perfectly. For a quick mockup, it's completely satisfying and something I could actually use as a wireframe starting point. For this one, I asked it to create a summer fashion ad post for Instagram, colorful background, stylish typography, and a model in seasonal clothes. This one is bold, colorful, and made to stop thumbs. The gradient is eye-catching, the model styling fits perfectly, and the layout is well balanced. It looks like something a fashion brand would post, no doubt. Next, I asked for an elegant flyer for a rooftop jazz event. Dark background, golden saxophone, city skyline at night, and this one is slick. The gold on navy color combo gives it that premium event vibe. I love the glow on the saxophone, it adds just the right amount of visual drama, so overall pretty good. And finally, something practical. I asked it to create an infographic showing the 5 stages of project management using flat icons and a clean layout. So, this one feels ready for a PowerPoint deck. It's not trying to be flashy, and that's what makes it effective. It is simple, structured, and easy to digest. Definitely something I'd use in a team presentation or training session. Alright, so there you have it. 10 very different types of images, all created with just text prompts using ChatGPT 4o. This update honestly impressed me. The quality you get from just a few lines of text is kind of wild. And while it won't fully replace professional designers or artists anytime soon, it's definitely becoming a tool that's useful even in web development and creative workflows. Let me know what you think. Which image was your favorite, and would you use AI-generated visuals in your work? If you enjoyed this video and want to see more creative experiments like this, drop a like, hit subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and also leave comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.